Hello, amazing people. How are you guys doing today? I'm sure you guys are enjoying your weekend perfectly well. Okay, so the story that are coming out of the Ooni of Ife's palace at this time is that one of them is that Ooni of Ife has allegedly appealed to Peter Obi. I'm sure you all know him. So he has appealed to Peter Obi to help mentor the son Tadenikawo. Okay, I know you guys will be wondering, Tadenikawo is still very small, but this goes to show the level of respect I think Ooni of Ife has for the man Peter Obi. So it was said that Ooni of Ife made this appeal to Peter Obi during the opening ceremony or the commissioning, if you want to put it that way, of the Oduduwa Heritage Hall that was donated by no other person than Chief Adedibu Kensington. Okay, I hope I'm calling that name right. Okay, he's otherwise known as Baba Ijebu. He's the one that has that gaming platform. So he made Ooni of Ife made that appeal during that period, and don't forget that Peter Obi has been in Ile-Ife for quite some time now. He also attended the 89th birthday of Chief Adedibu. And did one or two things as well, and also took part in that great commissioning that I'm talking about now. Now you will want to know about this person who donated this. Edifice that is we hear is worth 1 billion naira. Okay, so I'll just do a small summary about the character and the personality that we're talking about here. 1 billion naira is no mean investment, So I'm just going to run down briefly and about the history and the background of the person we're talking about. Okay, Sir Adedubu Kessington was born October 24th, 1935, precisely, and is popularly known as Baba Ijebu, as said that before. He's a renowned industrialist, astute businessman, and philanthropist extraordinary. Okay, he is also the Odole Odua, of Ile-Ife, and he owns a gaming platform otherwise known as Baba Ijebu, which he incorporated in 2001. Now, one thing about this man is that his philanthropy, is so legendary as he has committed billions and billions of naira in building a lot of infrastructure for this country. One of them, notably, is building of medical facilities to curb medical tourism. Not too long ago, he also built a hall, that's dedicated to the teachers, the National Association of Teachers. I think Lagos State branch or so. Now, the one that is of note here now is the 1 billion naira edifice, that is named Oduduwa Heritage Hall, that he donated to Ooni of Ife during his 50th birthday Golden Jubilee that took place just, I think, 17th of October here. Okay, so this is what we are told is happening at this moment. Peter B has been around, for a few days, and he has been moving around. If for those of you who have seen some of the videos online, he'll be moving around with Ooni of Ife, doing some commissioning and just being part of the whole festivity that has been ongoing in Ile-Ife. Recently, the Sir Adedibu himself, also turned 89, and he did his 89th birthday celebration not too long ago or so, and Peter Obi was also there. And I recall that in that event, the governor of Osun State, Governor Deleke, was also there in person, and he sang and sang and sang and praised, and prayed for Sir Kensington, Adedubu as well. Okay, Ode also prayed and presented a portrait and cultural artifact to the celebrant, while Governor Adeleke, in his own usual humorous character, prayed and sang for him. Okay, so this 1 billion naira magnificent Oduduwa house gift, is not just to Ooni of Ife alone. It's actually a gift to the entire Yoruba area because it's a building that is going to house all the Yorubas worldwide in terms of maybe them trying to have a place as their heritage, where they can have a lot of programs. It's what we are told is that is one-stop shop that has everything, everything that they need to store a historical artifact of the Yorubas, a place where the culture will be kept, alive, for centuries to come, so that is the beauty we're talking about now. And I think Sir Didubu has done well to do this. Okay. So Peter Obi, like we are hearing, was part of the commissioning itself. Those of you who have seen the video, you see Peter Obi there, you know, uh, doing the cutting of the tape together with Sir Adidubu. Okay, for me, I like to digress a little. It's very sharing news that Ooni of Ife has, spoken to Peter Obi on Tadenikawo. This is a very beautiful news because everyone that is a keen follower of Peter Obi will know that the man is gentility personified. I mean, he has the character that is worthy of emulation, and I'm not surprised that Ooni of Ife, being a sharp and very wise Kabiyesi, it's like putting Tadenikawo, under his under Peter Obi's tutelage, even at this young age. I don't have any problem with it. I think it's a good thing, and it's also a way to encourage uh, cultural unity across the two regions, that is north, southeast, and the southwest. Okay, so the choice of Peter Obi at this time of Nigeria's political realignment shows this is not fun making, but a deliberate strategic political chess game, which, in my opinion, could have the blessing of Mr. President himself. Okay, I'm digressing a little now into a bit of politics. What I'm saying here now is that rumors has been right for quite some time now that the northern political hegemony don't want to support Tinubu in his second term. They will be hearing all that. So we are seeing this as not just a regular function that Peter Obi is attending. We are seeing this as a political chess game that might have the blessing of our president himself. If you, I think what the Yorubas are trying to do at this time is to have start, creating alliance with the Southeast, so that in the event of in the future the North decide not to go with the West, they will have started building a proper alliance. And who else but Peter Obi at this time? Okay. And don't forget that this is happening at the same time that we heard of the appointment of the wife of the Igbo Trojan and leader, the lady Kemba Odumego Ojukwu Biaka Ojukwu. It's still not too long ago, just a few days ago, we heard the announcement of Biaka, Biaka Ojukwu as a minister, and this just happened just within, if not within the same week, that Peter Obi attended this commissioning. So I think this is not just a coincidence. I think Mr. President Bola Tinubu must, have knowledge of this whole thing. It is not by coincidence that Peter Obi is helping to commission, what promises to be the cradle of a Yoruba heritage in time to come. I'm talking about that 1 billion era Odua Heritage Hall. It is not just a coincidence. It is symbolic, but again, I tell you, it is very, very strategic politically. Okay, so this is what I think this whole thing is all about. So, but my beauty, my joy in all this is whether this is meant to foster a political alliance with the Northeast, with the Southeast, or it's just a respect to Peter B. I really don't mind. But what gladdens my heart is that at this time, Peter B is being asked by Ooni of Ife to be like sort of a godfather to Tadenikawo, and I think in view of all the myriads of the events that have been happening around this boy, especially with the altercation, constant altercation with the mom, I think this is the best way to go because don't forget, Ooni of Ife is always very strategic. Even with the choice of women he brings into his palace, there's always strategy behind them. So I think asking Peter Obi at this time to be like the godfather of Tadenikawo, for me, is an excellent decision that I'm extremely very, very proud of. of right now. So this is what we had at the moment, and I think this is a win-win for Queen Naomi, Ooni of Ife, and Tadenikawo. For every fan of Queen Naomi at this time, this is just a very beautiful news that is coming out. And I always say that, look, you see, the grace of Queen Naomi is so all self-effacing, so strong that good things will continue to happen, and this is just the beginning of them all. So this is what we have at the moment, and I feel so happy, and I felt I have to bring it to you, like now. So what do you think about this? Please leave your comment in the comment section. God bless you. Bye bye.